Hello everyone, it's Ben from the chair to give you a review today starring Kingsley Ben Adira, I can't pronounce his last name, as Bob Marley, the title character, and Lashana Lynch as Rita Marley. This is a biopic of Bob Marley. This takes place between 1976 and 1978. So yeah, this is like a 2 year span of Bob Marley's life, the main things that happen in those. This is in the same vein as like Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocket Man, and I have to say, Kingsley looks like Bob Marley, does everything he can, just to do the dance moves and the way he moves and stuff. So it's really good. Um, yes, trying to be positive before I go into why I didn't like this film. First off, it starts off in like 1976 where Bob Marley almost gets assassinated and Rita gets hurt. Where I don't know, I know if you've got someone like Bob Marley in Jamaica, make the film start off when he's younger. The film is only an hour and 44 minutes. So why on earth not do a full life of Bob Marley in, a 2.5 hour film rather than an hour and 44? Because things like Rocket Man, even though you start at the end and then you go back to the beginning where he's a kid and learns to do this stuff, the piano and being making a long term relationship in his teens with the person he writes the songs with, whose name escapes me at the moment, and then you build up to the end. The same with Bohemian Rhapsody. You start at the end with the Live Aid concert, and you go back to not the beginning, but like the teenage years when he comes to Britain and starts working in the airport and stuff, and dreams of being a big superstar or getting away from that life. Whereas this starts you in the middle, and for some, people don't know Bob Marley. You know the song, but you don't really know the man, really. So I just feel that this film made me feel like I was plumped in the middle of something that I should have known. And there was flashback scenes that flashed out Bob and Rita's relationship, but every time they came, it was whilst it was something was going on in the story in the story where it was set in between 1976 and 1978. You would have a scene, and then to break up the tension, you'd go back to their relationship as like kids and teens, very briefly. Um, Instead of making me feel like this was important to the story, it made it feel like padding to me because it felt like they're showing them their relationship um, to make to make the film longer. It doesn't make me feel you know this is important to the story because you started the story at the important bit. The political stuff in Jamaica. He comes to Britain to escape Jamaica after almost being assassinated. Um, I know I'm kind of ruining the story here, but I'm not really because there's not a lot to talk about because you can't not spoil the story of the film really because it doesn't leave you a lot to work with because it plonks you in the middle of the end part of Bob Marley of his life. He died at 36. So you could have done a better job. Maybe young Marley, how he got his talent and was spotted in Jamaica and become a Jamaican superstar. But they didn't do that. They sliced in the relationship of Rita with the story, and I just felt like it was padding to make the film longer, and it was pretty short to start with. Um, I have to say that Lashana Lynch's performance is amazing. I usually do not like Lashana Lynch. Admittedly, I didn't know it was her, but I couldn't tell it was her. I didn't like her in the James Bond movie. I didn't believe she was Miss Honey in Matilda the musical. I don't like. She seems insincere, and every word she utters usually is an actress. But in this, she had heart and warmth and was there for Bob when he needed her. And I have to say, it was a brilliant performance. And so was, um, you know, Kingsley's performance as Bob Marley. The performances were great, but I just wish the film expanded and started earlier than when it did, because to me it's just showing you the most important bit and then expanding it and going backwards. I know you don't do every biopic the same, but I just felt like when you were doing the flashback scenes to their relationship, it padded the story too much, and I just didn't like it. Um, and it was very difficult to understand some of the things they were saying because of the Jamaican accent. You have to really kind of lean forward in your seat to go, I think that's what he said. And I'm not being racist or anything, or they did a good job with the Jamaican accent. They could have lessened it so people understood the what they were saying and the way they speak and what they say and the reggae and the thing, but they didn't. They stayed true to it, so that's a plus. But it was very difficult for me to hear sometimes what they were saying because sometimes Bob would speak with a thick accent, and other times he would speak in a more clear accent. I can understand what he was saying. I'm not the only person to think that. I've had friends to go and see Marley, and they thought that it was a bit difficult to understand some of it. Um, the set design again was good. The recreation of certain things is good. Um, I liked it. I liked parts of it, very small parts. But the choice of when you set the movie is my problem. I don't have a problem with the actresses or actors in any of the roles. I think they were great. But I have a problem with when the film is set and how long, where the film starts. That's my problem. So if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.